Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Um, First and foremost, big thanks to Matthew for donating. Thank you, Matthew. You know who you are, and thank you for donation. I really appreciate that. So thank you so much, man. And second, well, this is my OLED. You guys know my OLED, E8 OLED, and this is Assassin's Creed Odyssey running in 4K and HDR through Wi-Fi network, and it looks it looks as good as if I was playing it from my Xbox 160. Uh, I mean Xbox One X, not 360. My Xbox One X. It looks as good as if I was playing it on the Xbox One X locally, or as if I was playing it locally from my PC. I don't know why I said Xbox 160. uh, but you know what I mean. It looks as good as if you are playing your games locally. Like, honestly, you would have a difficult time if you walked in right now and you were looking at my OLED. You would have a difficult time determining whether or not I was playing this on a cloud or I was playing it on PC locally or console locally. You wouldn't be able to tell a difference, I guarantee you. And that's what Stadia does really well. Not only do games work, but they look great as well. And the latency, really, guys, this is a Wi Fi controller. It's going to be difficult to have latency and input lag when you have a controller like Google Stadia running through Wi-Fi, the same Wi-Fi network that it's streaming this game. You going to have the best possible zero latency and probably the lowest input lag that you can get because you're not using a your traditional wireless controller and you're not using a Bluetooth. You are using simply the best possible way to get uh, synchronization from what you're streaming and the commands that you're giving on that screen. And it looks beautiful. It really does, man. It looks great. HDR is phenomenal in this game. But then again, Assassin's Creed Odyssey always had a great HDR. The Ubisoft really got it. When it comes to HDR, Ubisoft got it. And I would say Capcom got it as well. But don't forget Bethesda. Bethesda with the Doom Eternal also got the HDR really well as well. Yes, you can adjust the HDR if you want. You have the Hdr sliders, and I'm surprised that not many people are talking about the HDR and Hdr sliders when it comes to. Isn't it funny? Digital Foundry, it's all about the 4K. It's all about the high dynamic range, but they don't talk about the high dynamic range on Google Stadia. Isn't that interesting? What does that tell you? I know exactly what it tells me. It tells me exactly what I already knew, that they're biased against Stadia and Google. And I want one more thing I want to say about Google Stadia. Guys, if you're going to be uh, playing Google Stadia, do yourself a favor. Please play it on a television, on your OLED, on your QLED, on your expensive, beautiful 4K HDR television. Play it there. Sorry about that. I was a little bit out of focus. I knew something was up. But look how beautiful that looks, man. This is Stadia in 4K. And it looks phenomenal. Let me get out of the horse. Let me just... Oh, that was nice. Beautiful, right? Looks great. Well, that's Stadia for you guys. Chromecast Ultra. Here I am on my OLED, and look how beautiful it looks. You really would have a difficult time, like I said, uh, trying to find any kind of difference between what I'm playing right now and then what I would be playing, for example, locally. You really would have a difficult time. And this is amazing, guys. Here's what's so amazing about the Google Stadia is 7 years ago, this was not possible. I would laugh at you if you told me, hey, were you going to be playing games in 4K and HDR with a really good quality of graphics on your television without any need for a computer? I would laugh at you. I would just say, that's not possible, man. But it is possible now. So, again, if you're going to buy Google Stadia, please, if you're at home, play Google Stadia on your expensive, beautiful television. Take the advantage of your television. Enjoy it. Okay? If you're going to play it, like I said, if you're going to play Google Stadia, the best way to experience Google Stadia is on your television. And I recommend everybody to experience Google Stadia with this controller. Chromecast Ultra, there's my Chromecast Ultra. It still hasn't overheated. It's been 4 months. It still hasn't overheated. It works fine. And it runs great. Haven't had any issues. The main reason I'm doing this video is to really just make it clear to those of you who are on the fence. Listen, do yourself a favor. Do not listen to those biased YouTubers. Obviously, they're biased. And of course, they're going to say negative things about Stadia. But remember, they're biased for a reason. Because they don't want to lose the subscribers. Because if they give any positive feedback about Google Stadia, they're going to lose the subscribers. Me, I don't care. I'm independent. But I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that it doesn't look good. It looks great. It looks beautiful. It runs great. And I think Google Stadia, Google really has proven to everybody that they have the best technology. Phil Harrison didn't lie about one thing. He didn't lie when he said that our team at Google has the best data centers, the best data center technology. He wasn't lying when he said that. He was telling the truth. And I agree. How do I know that? Well, because this is my 4 months now. Let me see. November, December, January, February, March. 5 months. I'm sorry, 5 months. This is my 5th month with Stadia. And I know it works. I know it runs great on a phone because I've tried it. I know it runs great on a browser because I tried it. And I know it looks great on a television because I have tried it. And you can see it here as well, too. So I have the credibility, okay, while the others out there, they're just talking out of their ass without any credibility. So there's a big difference there. Now, internet, yes, obviously, guys, this is the common sense. You cannot drive a truck without a fuel. Okay? You cannot drive your vehicle on empty. All right? I don't care how powerful your vehicle is. You're going to need some fuel. Or you're going to need a battery charge or whatever the hell it is that you're driving. You cannot fly a plane without a jet fuel. You cannot run on empty. So, point being here is, of course, you're going to need a stable internet. You don't need a super expensive internet connection, but you need something that's stable, that's reasonably stable. And if you do have that reasonably stable internet connection, I think you are going to benefit from Stadia and cloud gaming in general. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like I said, this game looks phenomenal. It really showcases what Stadia can do here. Doom Eternal also showcases what it can do. Doom Eternal is amazing as well. Here's Doom Eternal really quick. There's the HDR right there. You see it on the top right corner. There it is. Let's click on it. And look how beautiful it looks. Look how sharp it is. I can't even tell the difference between this and what you're gonna have on your Xbox One X. And especially with the Wi-Fi controller that's connected to Wi-Fi. Chromecast Ultra and this Google Stadia controller is really the best way for you to experience Google Stadia. If you want to experience Google Stadia, I recommend playing it on the Chromecast Ultra through your TV. Playing this on your TV is the best way to experience this game. I would not have recommend anybody to play it any other way. Now, of course, if you are traveling somewhere and you got your laptop, fine, you can play it on your laptop or on your phone. If you know, that's fine. If you're traveling and you don't have options of connecting to a TV, fine, just play it on your laptop. Play it on your laptop, play it on your phone. There's nothing wrong with playing it on your phone. Works well. But if you are at home, what I'm trying to say, if you are at home, you should definitely use the Chromecast Ultra. You should use this controller. 100%. I mean, just look how sharp the graphics are. I'm not even connected to an Ethernet. I'm connected to a Wi-Fi. So when it comes to streaming games on a cloud, I hate to tell you, but Stadia has the best technology. Forget about GeForce Now. Forget about Shadow. Even Shadow, you got to pay $40 a month to have 4K in HDR, to have something like this. Maybe in the future, depending on what happens with their company, depending what happens. Again, remember, Shadow, it's a very small company, I don't know, man. I mean, I do support Shadow. Like I said previously on my videos, I do support Shadow. I do have Shadow, but I'm afraid that they won't be able to withstand the competition. Because competition, like Google Stadia, it has, they have resources. Amazon has resources. Xbox, Microsoft, they have a lot of resources. Blade, Shadow, they're a small company. They don't have that many resources. And it is sad, but because, they're a small company. You got to remember, they're a small company, so... But there you go. There you have it. I mean, clearly you can see how good it looks, how good it runs. Not just how sharp it is, but look at the textures. And also, not to mention one more thing, which I think a lot of people forgot to mention, and of course, Digital Foundry didn't even bother to mention this. Here, let me show you. They didn't bother to talk about this. The HDR and how awesome the HDR calibration really is here. How much you can really adjust here from HDR brightness to HDR saturation, HDR mini stops, HDR white points, HDR max stops. These are the equalizers that will help you give the best possible tone mapping for your HDR. Think of this as an equalizer, tone mapping equalizer, to help you get the best possible HDR dynamic picture. And Bethesda and Doom Eternal here, they truly have implement a great job here. From the Paperwhite to your peak brightness to your black digital levels, they really have done a great job. But of course, Digital Foundry and even Evil Boris will not talk about this. Why? Because it's cloud gaming. Cloud gaming, it's something that needs to be canceled. You know, according to them, the cloud gaming shouldn't have any space to exist. So as you can see, Stadia works. It works really well. It has no issues, has no problems. And when you see this in person, trust me, when you see how fluid this is and how fast this runs, you're going to change your mind altogether on what you have heard from all these naysayers, you know. And it looks great, runs great. Even the Crew 2 looks great, runs great. Everything looks great on Shadow. But I think you guys get the point. I think you guys get the point. Obviously, somebody who's a hater will hit a dislike because he knows, but they are haters. So of course, what do you expect from the haters? So, like I said, I'm making this video for those of you who are on the fence, and for those of you who are maybe thinking about Google Stadia. Let me tell you, Chromecast Ultra is the best way to play Google Stadia with a Google Stadia controller, and a Chromecast Ultra is the best way to experience Google Stadia the way it was meant to be experienced on your television. All right? Playing it on your browser, that's optional. Playing it on your phone, that's optional. It's a cool and awesome feature. But if you truly want to experience Google Stadia and what Google Stadia can do, I would say play it on your television. All right, well, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions, just leave it down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer it. Okay? Have a good one, though. I hope this video helps you out a little bit. Look how sharp the textures are. Look how sharp the bitrate is here. Mr. Richard, Mr. Digital Foundry, and I don't even have to use a telescope to zoom in to see that. I can see it from 7 feet away, laying on my bed here. In the comfort of my bed, I can see it. Okay? So, there you have it. You know. Guys, before I end this video, cloud gaming is not going anywhere. Cloud gaming is here to stay, and I think cloud gaming might even get even more praise due to this social distancing and due to this new normal on how we live. So cloud gaming, it's here to stay, guys. It ain't going nowhere. Okay? You'll just have to face that fact. You'll just have to accept that fact. And that's pretty much it. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good one, though. I'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Don't forget Resident Evil 3. I finished that, so now Final Fantasy VII is next on Thursday. Have a good one, though. Take care.